China, China, precious. I'm expressing myself. Parts, continuance of part 7 of 6. But part 7, Night Grabbers. So, China's sitting there, she said, she said, I said, there's a lot of fake girls, there's something in a country called Lugao. They're like some wild animal shape shifting dogs. Is something like skinwalkers, but skinwalkers is when a person tries to fuck you in your ass, and then the serpent tries to take over your body. Something like the movie V, but it's like the old movie V. If you ever knew it, things that were stopped and things that needed to be stopped. But the other situations like wild dogs, and they look at what the girls look like and then try to shapeshift into the you ever seen Charmed? You know what it is in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You watch a television show Charmed. But you could tell those witches they broke that oath of that book. I had to tell you. I meant to explain that to China. They broke the oath of that book, and the book wanted to get to me, but I'm not going to Seattle. What is it? San Diego? Or no, San Diego? Or no? Is it San Francisco? San Francisco. I'm just not going out there because I don't want nothing to do with Anna Trini or them or the Triple Crown because they try to murder the Asian Empress and the Japanese Empress. That's why I moved Gail, grandmother of Asia, to the West Indies because of certain things in martial art blows that happened to her, so she could be able to have some type of anesthetics and anesthesia through time. But when I got hurt and I realized that, she didn't care about stuff like that, I just knew that at the time she tried to form her version of the Golden Star chart and it didn't work out too well for her through time. So when I tried to make sure it was okay, then I was quite sure that it was a failure when it came to her. So, I don't trust that type of things because I'm not with the shits. You know what I'm saying? But knowing that I split up the earth just to be smart and to heal the place before and to put pressure on certain type of water a certain way because of other ancient star charts that is older than biblical stories as other type of books that I'll be able to do certain things, but I don't plan to be on this planet to do certain things because certain things that happen, I'm gonna just go back to my level and my realms of certain things, and don't worry about stuff like that. I guess you know, she'll tough it out. You she'll tough ourselves out a certain way. I shall be okay. I'll still be alive as long as I'm alive and I ain't going through things a certain way, I'll be okay. And I'm going to my own social, so people won't be there. So I have real good time to meditate for myself. The things of how I should have been living and doing, I'll just be able to do it for myself for a while before, She says, but sometimes I would love to be in there cuddling with you. I said, yeah, I can make that possible for you, and meet you at a mutual place. But I'll arrange it a certain way because I got different lands of China and the real China, and I don't want to take you to places and have you experience things, and then other things. But I can meet you somewhere mutual, but it'll be different. But it'll be more safety. It'll be more safe for me, and there won't be all these complications that I have around me in the physical reality with people. You know what I'm saying? Because sooner or later they'll realize they should have had respect. But by the time they realize that, I won't fall for their tricks and games. So and I won't be around. I won't be the one to be around to fall into that manipulation through time. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that's very serious and respectful, so I don't want people lying to me. I think I had enough of the lies. And you gotta be very careful because Pebbles is on that girl Jada and then she just wants to use herself as a bag. And there's other points of Pebbles that's still alive that wasn't a part of her social star chart, but you don't want her to linger around on this planet or in the socials too much, trying to get to that light when she's not supposed to, and of course the end of another social star chart. But I meant to say this also. Your sound died, so they ended up. I called a couple sounds in a China point, which I shouldn't, but you're here though, you know, and they actually murdered sound. So the data system and the elements gotta calculate that, because if they were trying to destroy the data system, that's I'm a man of elements also. I ain't no jug, I ain't no step or nothing like that, but I'm a man of elements that educated me and everything, and I'm her real parent. So they might, I need to drive, so to for that could already set itself precisely, so it could just level out, and it and avoid out anybody trying to disrupt the system. I can't have people around me when I drive unless I'm real comfortable with that person. So and that's just me to do it, Ralph. And they got a mosquito chick that's trying to live off of me, that's sending little sting mosquitoes and stuff, trying to get my power. The other day, they did construction in the middle of the block, and I ended up taking a shit and bleeding out my ass. But most likely, that's from girls being raped, and then a person that was, the voodoo's good. It just showed that he was that psychotic. I just don't want to bury it on my lands. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to take it outside. If I was able to take it outside in a certain type of way, for sure, then it would have been all right. But so how you doing? So what's up with you? She says, yo, is that thing I heard about Emma? Oh yeah, there's a girl that's in the front hallway behind the front door, like a decoy. She's probably trying to throw off people looking for her, but she be trying to do invisible magic. It's like Angelina Jolie and them that still, that try to act like Mother Adam, and then was stealing the gas from cars and stuff, and then they broke into the Adams family house just to, probably some psychotic agent, But it's the girl Shayna with the girl Evelyn. If you really look at it as like a Shayna Evelyn, you know what I'm saying, that's just lying and stuff. Other people, kids, that's trying to play like Emily, and Emily is pretty. She looks real pretty. She don't look like that situation. That girl, you would think, you would look at it and say that's some work of art that they did to do something like that. But that ain't the situation either. It's way more prettier than that, the real situation. But I'm a person that's respected even in politics, so I know what I'm speaking about. But that girl over there, they broke into the Adams family house, and then when I went out of town to North Dakota to, I wasn't really checking to know about it, but when I did look, it seemed like they didn't really care that was happening to the house. So I knew that they weren't the real Adams. It was just some bullshit decoy through time. And I recognized the real Adam family because I already called Twinkling. So I'm okay. You know, sometimes you should be careful of certain people out there, you know what I'm saying, in the world, But I don't want to say anything. Hold on for a second. So yeah, and then they got caught up for what they tried to break into the house. They got caught up, and they were stopped from stealing a Marvel cube also. They already stopped from stealing a Marvel cube and stuff like that. And then there's a guy that he already tried to break into Charlene a certain way, a fanatic, a certain type of way of rule, but I was a fanatic and stuff, some psychotic family, probably into the weed, and stuff like that. They tried to make their version of Linda, so you gotta be very careful out there. You don't want to get caught up with those situations and stuff, and they come out, you don't want to go too far and then manipulate people. He's into a lot of drug chemistry.